student affairs researchers, well, we're almost done, and I bet you are so happy about that. Um, I will admit that I am happy about that. It has been quite a journey and a big learning for me as well on how to teach statistics online and not in person. And so, I think we've done a great job with the resources that we've had, and also with the material. And I really do hope that you have learned some things about how to do research, how to do statistics, and how to run that darn SPSS program. So, stats though is over. SPSS, if you got the chi-square lab done, you are done with SPSS. And some of you, that might be the best news you've heard like all year. Others of you maybe will keep this program and keep working on things. So certainly it is a very powerful and a great tool, but there is kind of a steep learning curve on how to do statistics and how to use the tools that we have available to us to do that. So with that being said, if you do ever want to learn more about it, or you're doing a project like for your internships or anything, if you're on campus or even off campus, I am more than willing to help you walk through some things, figure out which buttons to push and which statistical test to use. So this week you're going to learn a little bit of that yourself, at least the basics. So the module for this week is how to choose a test, and then also an N of 1 study design, which is very, very popular right now, and very easy and very practical. And so you may find that you're going to use N of 1s a lot in your work, especially if you're advising students or writing up plans for students, and you want to see how they're doing, if they're making progress or they're not. So there is information about that in the folder. And for the lab, you'll be analyzing an N of 1 graph. And so, take a look in there, just pick one. I know some of the graphs are better than others, and some have more information than others. Some give you lots of detail, like this graph was for sleeping problems, and this was done and this was done. Some are just open-ended. They don't have hardly anything on them at all. So if you pick one of those, you get to make up your scenario. So let's say you decide this graph is for students who have come into you for advising, and you gave them some strategies to use to get better grades. And so you could monitor grades, pre and post your advising session. So you could do that if you want, or just use the information that's there on some of the more detailed graphs. Okay, the quiz is about how to pick a test. And I want just to say that make sure read chapter 8, which this is chapter 8, and this is a wonderful chart that can help you figure out on the quiz how to pick the right test. Now, some of these tests down here we didn't go over because they're pretty advanced in terms of more complicated analysis in SPSS. If you would take the full course in a full semester, we would do these, but I took that out for this online Student Affairs Summer Edition. But anyway, there's some ones you will notice in here that we did, and you just follow the questions. So make sure you read the chapter and then complete the quiz. Okay, finally, please make sure you do the course evaluation. Really important for myself as a professor, just in my job. They really do look at those scores pretty heavily when they look at whether professors get retained or not. And then also, any comments you have, like, oh, take this out, or, maybe add this, or, and it would be good to know what you found helpful. And I would definitely want to leave those things in as I've been making my notes on how to make this course even better. So I think that's all I have, guys. I hope you have a great week. Oh my gosh, stay cool. It's hot here in Kearney. I know summer is coming up on us really fast here, and the semester is almost done because it's so hot. So anyway, take care, and we'll talk to you later, I guess. Bye-bye.